35-year-old Kelly Hartigan-Burns was found unresponsive in a Lancashire Police cell on December the 4th, 2016, and an ongoing inquest has found so far that she was not subjected to full risk assessments by police. Kelly had been found unresponsive in a cell at Greenbank Police Station in Blackburn and was later taken to Royal Blackburn Hospital where she was pronounced dead. The inquest into her death at County Hall in Preston heard that she had been arrested in Barleybank Street in Darwin on December the 6th after allegedly punching her partner Colette in the face. She was taken straight to a cell instead of being subjected to a full risk assessment because she was allegedly drunk and violent at the custody sergeant's desk. However, during the inquest it was claimed that earlier in the evening, before she was arrested, Kelly had attempted to take her own life. She had a history of mental health problems and suicide concerns and had previously been detained under the Mental Health Act. She had also previously been arrested after a member of the public had made the 999 call because she was trying to step out in front of traffic, saying, "I need to die, I want to die." But despite this, police failed to safeguard her properly by assessing her before locking her up. The inquest heard how she was booked in at the police station by Sergeant Paul Marsden, who completed a visual-only risk assessment at 00:38 hours. A visual-only risk assessment is carried out by the custody officer making visual observations and also including any information they might already have about risk, such as previous custody records. Clearly they didn't bother checking her previous custody record, or they would have had the information of her potential state of mind. Kelly was ultimately classed as a level 2 risk, level 1 being the lowest. Under level 1 observations, a detainee would have to be visited as a minimum once every hour when a custody member of staff goes to check on their welfare. They do not have to wake them up. Level 2 observations are rouse checks. A detained person must be visited every 30 minutes, and the key difference between level 1 and level 2 is that when a visit is conducted, if that person is asleep, they must be woken up in order to get a verbal response from them. And this is the level that I was under when I was arrested in London in January. Level 3 are constant observations, so the detained person must be watched at all times by an assigned officer, and most commonly that is utilised with the use of CCTV. An officer will watch them via camera in the cell and make a note of anything that causes concern. The officer would be provided with a set of keys, so if they saw anything of concern they could go straight in. Level 4 observations are utilised when they have high concerns that a detainee are a risk to themselves, or they have concerns for their medical welfare. It involves an officer either being sat with a detainee or very nearby. You will either be physically in contact to prevent them from harming themselves or to monitor their medical welfare. And this is the level I was on when I was arrested in Liverpool in 2019, and is a pain in the arse. Literally, if you fall asleep, they wake you, so no sleep and constantly being watched. Doesn't do much for your mental health, I can assure you. Sergeant Gary Wynne, who trains sergeants and detention officers in the use of the force's booking-in system, said, "When we are making decisions trying to manage risk, it is very much a judgment call. I might have concerns that don't meet the threshold for level 3 or 4, but I might want to bolster level 1 or 2 by putting them in a CCTV cell. That doesn't mean they'll be constantly monitored, but I could occasionally check that camera to make sure they're okay." Kelly's mum, June Hartigan, said that Kelly did well in school and enjoyed activities like tap dancing and helping her mum run Sunday school classes. Kelly completed fundraising activities like abseiling and charity walks, and her own diligence enabled her to purchase her own house, aged 18. However, tragedy struck when her father died suddenly and she was asked to identify his body. She had a history of self-harming, but also used her training in substance misuse practice to help others, both in visiting GP practices and by giving support to people living in hostels. Kelly's mum added, "I miss my friend, stylist, holiday buddy, more than anyone will ever know. That pain will never go away." The inquest continues, and we will of course catch up on the developments as police try to sweep this one under the carpet too. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.